Have you ever wondered how the continents got their names? From ancient myths to legendary explorers, each name has a story that stretches back centuries. In this video, we'll explore the surprising origins behind the names of all 7 continents. Let's travel the world, starting right here. Let's start with Europe. The name Europe comes from Greek mythology. Europa was a Phoenician princess abducted by Zeus who disguised himself as a bull. He brought her to Crete and her name became tied to the lands west of Asia. Another theory suggests it comes from the Semitic Rudereb, meaning sunset, a reference to the western direction. There's even a Greek theory combining Uri, the broad face of the land. Now on to Asia. Why did the biggest continent only receive 4 letters? The name Asia comes from the ancient Greeks, who used it to describe the region east of Greece, especially Anatolia. But it might actually come from the Akkadian word asu, meaning sunrise or east. That makes sense when you think of Asia as the land where the sun rises, especially from a European point of view. Now Africa, the continent that went through it all. The name Africa likely comes from the Roman word Afri, referring to a tribe in present-day Tunisia. Another theory is the Latin Africa, meaning sunny, or possibly the Greek Afriki, meaning without cold. Either way, the name captures the climate and history of one of the oldest inhabited places on Earth. Now let's dive into America. The Americas are named after Italian explorer Amerigo Vespucci. He was one of the first to realize that the New World wasn't Asia, but a separate continent. In 1507, a German mapmaker labeled the land America in his honor. Some believe the name could also be linked to the Amazon Mountains in Nicaragua, though this theory is less accepted. Now the continent that is also a country, Australia gets its name from the Latin phrase Terra Australis Incognita, meaning unknown southern land. For centuries, European mapmakers imagined a large landmass in the south to balance the northern continents. When they discovered this actual land, they gave it the name Australia, from Australis, meaning southern. And last but not least, the coldest and coolest of them all. Antarctica comes from the Greek word Antarcticos, meaning opposite the Arctic. The Arctic itself is named after the Greek word for bear, Arctos, a reference to the constellation Ursa Major. So Antarctica quite literally means the land opposite the bears. From goddesses and explorers to directions and weather, the names of our continents tell stories of mythology, discovery, and ancient geography. They remind us how people once saw the world, and how they shaped it through language and legend. Which name surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more world facts and stories, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching and see you next time.